Story. Fight Club, directed by David Fincher and released in 1999, is a provocative and thought-provoking film based on Chuck Palahniuk's 1996 novel of the same name. The story follows an unnamed narrator played by Edward Norton, a disillusioned office worker suffering from insomnia and a general sense of emptiness. His life takes a dramatic turn when he meets Tyler Durden, Brad Pitt, a charismatic and anarchistic soap salesman. Together they form an underground fight club where men gather to fight each other as a form of catharsis and rebellion against societal norms. As the fight clubs grow into a nationwide anarchist movement called Project Mayhem, the narrator becomes increasingly entangled in Tyler's radical ideology. However, he soon discovers a shocking truth about Tyler that forces him to confront his own identity and the consequences of his actions. The film explores themes of consumerism, masculinity, identity, and existential crisis, culminating in a mind-bending twist that challenges the audience's perception of reality. Reviews. Fight Club received mixed reviews upon its initial release but has since gained a cult following and is now regarded as a modern classic. Critics praised its bold storytelling, visual style, and performances, particularly from Norton and Pitt. However, some were critical of its violent content and perceived glorification of anarchism. Roger Ebert initially gave the film 2 out of 4 stars, criticizing its macho, moralizing, and nihilistic tone, though he later acknowledged its cultural impact. Empire magazine called it a visceral, audacious, and mind-bending experience, praising Fincher's direction and the film's subversive themes. The film holds an 80% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes, with the consensus stating, though it may seem nihilistic, Fight Club's subversive satire and bold commentary on consumerism and masculinity make it a thought-provoking and enduring film. Facts. Author's inspiration. Chuck Palahniuk wrote the novel after a real-life fight he experienced during a camping trip. The story was partly inspired by his frustration with consumer culture and his observations of disaffected men in society. Alternate ending. The film's original ending, which closely followed the novel's conclusion, was scrapped after test audiences found it too dark. The final ending was more ambiguous and hopeful. Tyler Durden's cameos. Brad Pitt's character, Tyler Durden, appears in brief, subliminal flashes throughout the film before his official introduction, hinting at the narrator's fractured psyche. Fight choreography. The actors trained extensively for the fight scenes, and many of the injuries shown in the film were real. Edward Norton even had his tooth chipped during filming. Corporate satire. The film's critique of consumerism extended to its marketing campaign, which included fake ads for Fight Club, soap, and other products featured in the movie. Box office performance. Despite its critical acclaim, Fight Club underperformed at the box office, earning only $37 million domestically against a $63 million budget. However, it found success through DVD sales and rentals. Cultural impact. The film's iconic lines, such as, "The first rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club," have become ingrained in popular culture. It has also sparked debates about its themes and messages, with some interpreting it as a critique of toxic masculinity and others as a celebration of it. Soundtrack. The film's soundtrack, featuring bands like the Dust Brothers and songs like the Pixies' "Where Is My Mind" during the climactic scene, has been widely praised for its atmospheric and emotional impact.